In other reports now, it's been weeks after the fourth phase of COVID-19 restrictions was announced or reimposed by the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19. And Nigerian authorities had put up these measures across the country to forestall an increase in infections from a third wave variant of the pandemic that has been ravaging through some cities across the globe, crippling activities. Although the nation hasn't been hit with an explosion of infections, these new restrictions and previous lockdowns have affected some daily activities, events, as well as businesses for some Nigerians. Kemi Balogun reports.
Nigeria has come a long way in curbing the spread of COVID-19 with different strategies that have been applauded even by World Health authorities. Current numbers of infections still stand on 1 or 2 digits at the most, and it has been like this for weeks. But the resurgence of new variants and a raging third wave across some countries has forced the federal government to reimpose lockdown restrictions. The new Phase 4 restrictions put in place by the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 revolve around the nationwide curfew for a few hours, the shutting down of bars, nightclubs, event centers, recreational venues, and the prohibition of public gatherings above 50 persons. This new restriction and others before it can be extended, eased, or amended by the authorities with little or no notice, depending on the rate of infections within the coming weeks. Some of these restrictions have cast doubts on many scheduled events, including Angela's office second-year anniversary walkathon, already planned to take place before restrictions were reimposed.
We had organizations involved that were talking about cancer, others about sickle cell, others about gender-based violence, others, so many, coming together, with us. But eventually, we had to cancel that. Potential units of blood that could have gone into the NBTS were lost because of the lockdown.
Everyone seemed to have been affected in one way or another by the lockdown and series of restrictions since the pandemic struck. While many remain in recovery, some, however, felt the heat a lot more. Small-scale business owners like Tolulope bear a significant brunt of the lockdown.
2019 was very good. At least in a day, you could have 4 to 5 customers. But now, in a week, you just get maybe like 3 customers. A lot of people are scared of contact. And in salon business, it's one-on-one contact with people, and it's an environment whereby different people come and sit. And in salon, you stay for a very long time.
For them, there is no better option than to find ways of working around the losses of the past year and finding ways around it.
We're able to come back to do the group therapy sessions. What we've just done is to make sure that we follow the COVID-19 guidelines. So it's kind of like a merge of insecurity problems and also COVID-19 that's affecting at least our water project. We try to get as many people as possible registered on J-Blood Match so that whenever a request comes in from a particular hospital close to you, you can walk to the hospital and donate blood to that person as opposed to coming directly. Right, so that's the solution we created.
It's more of weeks they now like to do, just buy weeks and they go, because they feel that their hair, if they just weave their hair all back, they can just get a wig and I just had to sort out other things I do. I had to cut my taste and balance up.
Domestic flights and interstate travel is ongoing throughout the country. However, international travelers, non-Nigerians and non-resident permit holders from Brazil, India and Turkey have been banned from entry due to the rapid increase in the number of COVID-19 cases in those countries. Kemi Balogun, TVC News, Abuja.